Telvin, so our prophet, Ghana, how boni dia. All of a sudden, in a picture to be everybody knows him, and he's one man of God that who crowd be throwing sort of ni BBS se we show because you are like, hey, Papa, ya me bedin at him. They have to be careful. We are there, Benyan but those who do that, they are very careful. Man of God, you are welcome. Na ohonte say papa.
Oh nyamia do me ho ye pa.
Yeah, the nyamia say. Me frewa me nyao. But I don't blame you. I know you are very busy. I get that from a lot of people say, "Oh, here I am, pa." Ti na de manya we de. Nkomo bia be di a kire asa na wako.
Sabe pepe.
Ya bi shrao. First of all, that when the as usual said the no.
Okay.
Let people know who you are.
All right. By the grace of God, this is Prophet Telvin, which is informed Prophet Telvin Agyemang, founder of Prophetic Life Embassy in UB. And as a Etiano, God is doing great things and we are advancing further by the grace of God.
God bless you.
God
bless you. First of all, because I know news now na enye news are there. Did you foresee this?
Yes. Yeah, I saw it coming, obviously. And I believe once you are masters of time and in the fourth dimension, nothing happens without us knowing. Even if we don't talk about it, we know that it is coming.
Wow.
And we interfere with a lot of time. So what happens is it's not my style to come and really pinpoint people that are going to die. Yeah. Style of communication, yes. And the way we prophesy is very unique in its own angle. And if you check, I've seen some people talking about my prophecy CB from the beginning of the year. And I think I was in Accra FM and I make about the things that are about to happen. Yeah. I was speaking about shuffle, because we're in the government system. Because all of a sudden, that all of a sudden, vacancy, I bet you, 2 vacancies empty. Where they are moving this minister here to this place, this one here to this place, bringing in new ones and then resetting appointment. I mean, no, appointment is over. It's 1 year. And the moment appointment, how can you just change it and start moving people in the same 1 year? It never happens anywhere. Exactly. So me share and I was like, this is strange. Then I went to the backstory to see why did it happen. So in that interview too, I broke it down. Say there will be funerals. And I won't say you have to quote your communication well because Ghana, I want to show you how so you always speak with wisdom so that you don't just end up saying, hey, this one's going to die, that one's going to, because with that one, I learned one lesson from the great prophet of Wusubempa.
Okay.
I learned one great lesson from him. That is the prophetic godfather, the gate man of the entire nation. I think in Africa as well. The whole of Africa. There is no prophet like him. Yes. He's the gate man of the prophetic ministry in Africa. Yeah. And he made a prophecy some years ago. And the prophecy brought a lot of problems. To understand, he went through certain situations. So it brought a lot of wisdom to understanding. Sure. If you watch the fathers going through some things, also now I stay there and say, these things, you can obe cover well. If you are ukasa now cover exactly. Yeah. Sure. So I think in precise communication, what was more interesting was the appointments, the minister's appointment, the shuffle, and the conclusion. Normally, in time, we always talk about the conclusion of the matter. So in the prophecy, I spoke about 2 appointees, ministers. They will be dead, which is funeral. I added funeral, and then finally, shuffle of appointments, which means vacancy, then the shuffle the appointment.
So you mentioned this?
Yes. So I told them precisely 2 ministers will be out of it. So
now be anywhere you bet me there was nothing we could do.
Nanka in precise communication last year, I gave one of my people prophecy, who is very close to the president, and I was talking to the person, and what I saw was the same crash, but that was precise in communication. But one thing I realized was that it was with the person, her and the president, and other people involved. So I checked all of those things, and then we analyzed it. But then this accident, it was meant for someone else. Though the two ministers were supposed to be involved in it, but it was a different turn of events. That's why I always tell people, tempering with time in a very simple manner causes a lot. And so you say some people were supposed to be there and they were not there and something else happened.
So it could be say a yankrophobia na fidie no ehwehom. Yes.
Once an angel of death, there's a way it functions. When angel of death is assigned, by all means, the number of people it comes with will definitely go. It doesn't matter. So when we decide to temper with time, like a lot of people talk, yes. Once you touch it and you have an angel of death involved in the situation, he will still take somebody. So you may temper with time where this situation is going to happen here. You temper with it and move it out. The next moment, a plane carrying maybe 500 people will actually crash in the midst of somewhere where you are not expecting, right in the same country, because he will definitely take. If he doesn't take A, he will take B. They don't live without anything. And that's the problem. And now you see where you can remove something and then it will go in a slight way. You try your best.
Okay, so let's see. Say, Endra DACA, military helicopter crash.
Right.
Fanesebia a nipa ba could be near wom. So all the perishes now coming in ano, only victims.
Collateral damage. Only 2 ministers were needed. Yes.
Hey. Now,
very serious situation.
So I mean, who said the question? Crowd. So was the person among the people who who died yesterday?
No.
No. So why did it happen?
What we say in time, it was set that 2 ministers will be out so that the shuffle will happen.
Okay.
It's already set in time. Even if we were trying to temper with it, the other alternative was bigger. That's why we didn't temper at all. Because I said it clearly. I think I spoke about this in 3 good times. The first time I mentioned what will happen. The second time I explained that I have been able to, we've solved it, but we're trying to get a hold of one part of it in time. But I can't get a hold of it. And in time, if you don't take it, to slip out of your finger, my exact words. And if you slip out of your finger, you can't get a hold of it, then you leave it. Finally, I came back to come and conclude. That was, I think, last 2 weeks. And I'm back and says 2 ministers will be out of it. The shuffle is going to happen. There's nothing I can do about it. Because that one, the alternative in time was not something I was willing to face. Yes. Like by now, as we are sitting down here, Naana Jane Opoku-Agyemang will be president of Ghana. Like this morning. Yes. Wow. She will be the president of Ghana by this morning.
I get you.
Exactly.
I get
so
point now.
We have to. The alternative was different.
So how come that person they wanted escape us that way? Obin a free man. How did
spiritual capacity? Once you have the deeper understanding of the things of the spirit, you can smell things when they are coming, and then things spiritual readiness. Sometimes you are going somewhere and you would have everybody has their own information. It's not anything that you broadcast. Maybe let's say wo call baby how kono ebi asembesi wo ama wo afamu, but they never spoke about the rest of the people. But maybe another person may have spoken about the rest of the people, but mainly you were concerned about one person because that's what you saw. And you free man, that does not take out the prophecy. It will still happen, but you will not be a part of it. And that's how it is. Yes.
Nice.
Yes. Wow. There's one thing you have to understand about one say in come should be because and you see me come and say something on that line and prophets I say this is what is coming. Ministers are going, this is happening, there's going to be shuffle, which means we have concluded it's stuck in time. So unless we try to temper with time, it's different from say bobi, and then you explain that one. That's a very different from what we are doing. What we are doing is like we scribe prophecy as a Bible more prophecies. Yeah. That's our own. If whatever you do, it is going to happen unless you decide to temper with time. And if the alternative is worse than what you have, you keep what you have.
Okay. So let me ask this. They said you know a CA. Yebeka say e nyame na yi sa nipa no na mo hwe na free mo. ana a nipa no, the man of God be or baby, and a car say don't join. Which is it God or a prophet being a save?
It's obviously God's work that takes effect. Because God, the prophet doesn't work on his own. It is God nebeman information say, hey, this person your call baby, you need free move because where the person is going is very dangerous. And to catch and now I think with free move, then the person becomes safe here.
Nebasa say nyankopon ne mana kana omkoye victim si hono ade na nyame antimi anseve omu nyina preko.
And you can say I always say one thing is a call near sure say in the Ghana dialect owubo. In the audio sunechia unsurunsu you in the tree. Yes. The Chinese say everybody and the capacity you are holding. Everybody and the things you're holding. Before this situation will happen, there is a lot of things that has gone on in the realms. Some people are there, they will just die. It's inevitable. Some people are there, they will die as a result of collateral damage. But in a situation, you bet me, I shall say, nipa bakubi, nipa 20. It depends on the capacity you are having. You bet me, baby, you feel the death is coming. You can just evade it based on what God has revealed to you. And I always hear people say, oh, this person is a good man. This person is a kind man. Oh, where are you, papa? Where they are sorry? Where are you, the palm? It doesn't matter. If you decide to advance in a very strong hierarchy of life, you need to have spiritual capacity. Very deep spiritual capacity. There are people that I have by the grace of God now. Every week they are in my house. And when they get there, they want to make decisions. They're like, man of God, there is $2 million, $500 million, $70 million. This person is bringing this contract. Should I take it? He's bringing the money. Me as I'm sitting in my carnal mind, also be brought $3 million. Say I won't no the over starting business beer. Nanka G. Onye G me made 300,000. And I mean to me come in him na me way. But in prophetic sense, that decision may ruin your entire timeline. So we'll tell you, leave the money. Obe sorry, $3 million shishi. Obe coffee on Jida. Because they are following prophetic instructions. Won't say it here. And in that jurisdiction, everybody and their prophetic operation, everybody and what they believe in. And when push comes to shove, you save the ones that are listening to you. And that's as far as you go.
And when you say no, Nipana or Shishadia no. Now on him say baby beba or may use a helicopter at the affair. And I say, Omono to the end of him keke says a Kamukana betana. Ebe you and just for helicopter. I didn't know. Oh, okay. You see, when the wave of death is moving, it uses signal triggers. What that means is that it could be helicopter, it could be aeroplane, it could be car crash, it could be anything. And once the angel of death is unveiled into a country, you have to stop it. If you don't stop it, it's a trend. When it takes somebody and he succeeds and there's bloodshed, he will go to the next group of people. You see how it is. So what people should really be concerned about right now is not just thinking about funerals. Yes. Yeah, they are very, very smart and intelligent way back. If anybody dies today, immediately they start spiritual activities to curb the situation and stop it entirely. Yeah. If you don't stop it, the next it will be like a trend, and it will be now 2025 all of a sudden it will continue. It's a trend. Angel of death don't take one person, it continues. So unless they stop it, by the time you realize, you hear another thing, and it's not even banned. So in the same week, then it's continuing. So you stop it from where it is, so that it doesn't go further. So this one is very dangerous. So this one, how do we stop it? When an angel of death and and what should we do as a nation? The nation is to rise up. And you know, there are people with spiritual capacities to be able to analyze things. It is not about money. It is not about money. Sometimes don't say, Amophobia I've made a prophetic operation about money, about this, bring this. It doesn't matter. You don't need to pay anybody anything to stop this kind of problem. As for me, I've lived with the angel of death almost half of my life. Like you said the other time. Yes. And I know it when I see it working. I know exactly how it works. So when I saw it, I was like, once this thing is able to break out and 2 ministers are gone, it goes to the next stage. It's not going to stop. It's going to continue. So if it's going to continue, it means we stop it immediately. And once it's stopped,
everybody is free. And that's how it is.
What can you do in your capacity to help this situation? As a prophet of God.
Exactly. As a prophet of God, you want to say, yes, you come for bonus, see you krobeshia.
On this team.
On this team. Yes. So what you do is that you will set up your necessary markings, but you cannot do everything. You set up your like Yanka issue about the vice president. I saw something about the vice president, and I saw this. The main prophecy. You say the way
which vice? The current
one.
Okay.
The way I prophesy is very straightforward. I prophesy on the niche. That's what I say. I don't prophesy like about political talk show. I'll prophesy based on that line. So it's communication. So the communication will be based on the politics. So I'll talk about the president is running, and then there's no vice president, and then I'll explain it to you. Before the vice president became a vice president running with, I prophesied about it last year there about, and I told them that we will become the vice president. She'll become the running mate and become the vice president way before that. So people came to me, let's handle this, let's handle that, blah, blah, blah. But then the message was that she will not complete it. So immediately, one or two people were on it up and down. Let's handle this. Let's take this one. If this person goes, it's going to be a problem. Yes. And when she fell ill, the same thing. People were there constantly. It was okay. We can salvage this situation. We can work around one or two things and then put it together. Because then you have people of concern. All the time, you need what we call the point of contact. So once there's a point of contact, then things are established in its fullest capacity. But imagine saying, "I'm sorry, I'm not now," and then as I've seen people do that, obviously. No mukita oil, no mukita, we no munamo, no say, "Hey, omo ya kwantre," in their own will. Yes. No, they are leaders, and it's the leaders that govern the country, because now the power has been taken from the hands of the prophets and the kings into the hands of leaders that are appointed. You will need their consent spiritually and endorsement to operate in their affairs. That's just it. So if they don't give you the jurisdiction to enter spiritually, you cannot be able to function in their affairs. You can see what is happening, and it will always be happening every day. We see and you'll be sitting down watching it like a movie, but you can't interfere because until one person.
Wow. And it is vice is there a way to me complete for 4 years? And I say
yes, there's a way. Yes. They started this working from last year. So earlier, we're still moving on it. And then it's still timeline structure, but they are still working on it. And then time is being adjusted. So once time is being adjusted, once it's straightened, everybody is free. Then everything goes according to plan. But once time is left hanging, whatever that is said will always come to pass. And I always tell people, Obi can say, oh, Nipan Obi Shenkom, or see, Obi aeroplane crash, aeroplane will crash. Now a settings, aeroplane, any aeroplane crash here, how they call it, helicopter crash. It doesn't matter. Once something has fallen and crashed.
Difference between helicopter and plane.
Yes. Obi cried on call school into deep details to even pronounce the helicopter. Aeroplane. So you'll be saying, oh, and I don't know, an aeroplane. Then you are looking for the minor details to derail the prophecy. But the prophecy is exactly what it is. Wow. And then what matters the most is that we need to rise together, because one thing is, in Ghana here, God has given us gold, bauxite, manganese, oil, and prophets. Yes. And we have to take these minerals very seriously. Minerals, yes. He has given us gold, diamond, bauxite, manganese, and he has given us prophets. CS in the nation. Exactly. So once they are operating effectively, things will be done well. And I believe strongly, say, there are better ways to get things done. Yes. So everybody's working. As for me, once I heard that, I know some of the people that crashed. Yes. So when I heard those things, I was very worried about it. But time is set. And once you're master of time, there is something that I told you the last time. So I can see today that I know it's going to happen. But if I stop you right now, the building will break on top of other group of people, not you. So I will just watch you and smile with you and leave you to go. Because I can't interfere with the original timeline itself for just one person. You can't save one to kill 2,000. Once in a day.
I said, we saved that person, and 8 people are gone.
The situation is that in that angle, it is going to happen. So you watch the alternatives. If the alternatives are worse, then you temper with
so you
that.
weigh individuals. No?
Yes.
Yes.
Because sometimes, no, you find say, you will hanum, you know, and as I was saying, be a fan say, plane be crying about crash 2 years. If Nakuja crashes, in 3 hours, maybe a volcano will erupt in Kumasi. What I say? Okay. So he should not crash. So once we can take him from it and it still doesn't change anything, we will take him from it and everything will still happen the same way. Because whether he's in it or he's out of it, it will happen. And this is timeline class 101. You have to understand who can cause the butterfly effect.
Wow. Now, let's go back to our topic. Natural disasters. Abrofona to the natural disasters.
Natural disasters. Okay.
But as to be a free bano, ye nim. Now saying it be America say we are boama, but a
yes,
which is abnormal. Say to say what Ghana he nim say we are bo. Now you see we are bo Ghana ama a danija ma for when you hear it, you are confused. You are like how? And now why I say apple. I am mama. You see bibi na ne wapunu mama. I exceeding the limit nama a boba krum.
A body ba.
Yes, we the volcano, we the hurricane, we the one. When we know a natural, said the air cannon, and I say forces be necrum.
Oh, forces necrum. Yes, forces are holding on to these things. And one thing is that once a stated term in scientific structure, in our own, logical thing, say these things are natural disasters. Okay. But there is no single thing on the face of the earth that cannot be controlled. Once we term it as natural disasters, what we simply mean is that we cannot control it in our own human structure. Yeah. Like how in quantum mechanics, science has something we call dark energy and dark matter. Dark energy and dark matter is non-byronic and cannot be detected by any electromagnetic radiation. So they term us, we don't know what it is. Yes. So scientists will tell you that the earth is hanging upon something. You ask them, what is holding on to the earth? They say dark matter, dark energy. What is it? We don't know, but it is holding on to it. So we know there is an external force that is functioning, but we don't know what it is because we don't have machines to detect what it is. And in that condition, that is that kind of situation. They name it natural disaster because they don't understand what is beyond the disaster. So we term it in a very unique way, and that's how it is.
Okay, so Ebane say now, scientists they almost friend natural disaster. Yeah. Because scientists and believe in a spiritual normal.
Absolutely.
Science there will be no ba hospital no wua or moon say time na so wu. But so for betting me catch us no nipa we ni wu no ne time on so ye. But doctor be challenge you.
Absolutely.
Doctor and prophet adwuma no e boy bra. Say you have natural disasters is na. So for enye normal. Enye normal kra na now, this particular year, plane crashes na doso. A doso pa. Inti eba say what is the meaning? Science, den. Nyame ya shedan wa jam because nyame wa power sin bibia.
Yes.
Nyame boy say ne so odoyen. So why is God allowing these things to happen to his innocent children? Okay.
And God in himself is a good God. He doesn't allow those things to happen. In allowing these things to happen, God has no effect in it. He saves his people. And now we are in the hierarchy of faith where he who believes can be delivered. And what you believe in is what will save you. It's not as a result of say, would never. It is a situation of timing and structure. And when God gives you the time to live, you have to protect your time that you have to live. And Tiembani said, we've heard of a lot of natural disasters, which, who can say this year, there's a lot of plane crashes.
A lot.
Yeah, I prophesied about it from the beginning of the year. Say, I saw planes falling like birds and birds falling like planes. And those things it's a very deep prophecy. The reason why I saw the prophecy, I saw my old friend in my statement in the prophecy. Okay. So it's on YouTube. My old friend is Angel of Death because I lived with him longer than any human being. Yes. So I saw the Angel of Death. I saw that view. And I saw a portal was opened on the face of the earth. And I saw the earth began to rot. And all of a sudden, when I lifted up my head, I saw something coming from space, like some rock or some ship, whatever it is, was coming. So when I saw that, and God told me these are the markings. And then I looked further, and I realized that almost planty, Johnny, and it was rotting. Famine was hitting in, famine was coming. And then the next one, I saw planes began to fall as a sign again, and birds began to fall, which means that the next stage of operation is going to be a virus or a sickness in birds that will bring, you will see so many animals dying consistently, especially birds, with all sorts of things. Like the way you have bird flu, there is something else coming. That is in a different angle. So I saw all these things happening globally. And then when we went forward, we began to see what was happening. And what does all these things bring us to? It brings us to Matthew chapter 24, when Jesus was talking to the disciples about the end times. He told them, you will hear of natural disasters, you will hear of wars and rumors of wars, you will see so many other things. And in this condition, these are the things we're seeing. It means we are in the times where we have come to the end of everything that exists. And in that point, many prophecies will be fulfilled according to scripture, and we will see many things according to the end time. So that's how it is. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Is it going to continue like this till say Yesu beba? And
yes.
There will be times
from here, we are still on the highway. It's not going to be, you're not going to wake up without hearing any of these things. It's a continuous operation because we are in the end time. So there is a lot of demonic force available. Because one said, the Bible said that the devil is like a thief and a roaring lion, seeking him to devour. The thief cometh but to steal, to kill, and to destroy. So the main agenda is that at the end time, the devil will become very desperate. And in desperation, there will be a lot of things. Because the more people he's killing who do not get the opportunity to get closer to God, the more people that is going on his side. And then all these kinds of things creates a lot of uncertainty within our hearts. And that's able to lead us off the path of God. Wow. That's how it is.
I saw for baby the month of July and the month of August. Have you seen that? Now what do you know? Is it limited to August? But now a better August
we continue. Once we don't hold the angel of death, that is let loose in the country. So you have to stop it. If you don't stop it, it continues.
Say you know, you per se stop it. Why na? I was say odi animu stop it. Eyo mampenyini.
Was it? The country has a sect that is set up for spiritual activities. Okay. And that's one thing in the country is the kings and the president. Okay. In the kings and the prophets. So if once there is a set of spiritual happenings, one said it in Ghana. In the Ghana land, we have what we call Wulomai. Okay. In Akan, we have the Akonfo. Okay. Now, most of the people there are 419 and Azan people. Sure. So you would never know, like they don't take it serious.
Even a prophet here,
yes.
Some are not even prophets.
Exactly.
But because they can see.
Exactly. Yeah. Now are creating a whole lot of issues. So we have that kind of situations. And like in Ghana, like this, we have Wulome. Now, when I was growing, when we knew people that were called Wulomes, they were very, very powerful people. They were spiritual. They will tell you something and it will happen. These days, many people are there, they have to pay money to become. Yeah. They have to force their way to become. It's like an election. Hey, it's my turn. I have to be. So the person is not anything. He doesn't have the spiritual capacity. He's not tested by the spiritual capacity because in certain places, you have to be tested by consistency. I was dealing with certain school issues with prophetic arts. The white man told me I should give him about 12 accurate prophecies I have prophesied in time before he can review that and then make the decision on that. Before I will be putting the masters of the prophetic arts. So that they can know that you are one of the prophets of time. So that when we are writing that they are novels of the prophetic, my name will be included in it globally. He told me after, so I gave him 120. I added 0 to the 12 of accurate prophecies that I have said that came to pass. Now, they tested and then it was proving. Yes, but because that system is not there, where the prophetic hierarchy is about hype, is about fame, is about this. Yes. Because there's a guy that spoke prophetically. He said this thing and he mentioned names. And then he said the thing in a very crucial manner. Other people were just insulting him. Maybe you don't like the way he preaches. Maybe his sermon is not nice to you. Yeah. Maybe you think he's a false prophet. Maybe you don't understand him. Maybe he looks so aggressive. Yes. Maybe it doesn't look like your general prophet. He may not be who you are. Sometimes, be free somewhere in some village. Somebody comes from a city. Somebody comes from London. Yeah. London in Ibano Kasa. You would think is more prophet than the one that his mother is a charcoal seller. Yes. But they are different. And we have those people in there. And if there is a way they can organize them, because one thing I'll tell you is prophets, when you see us sweating on the platform and talking, you think we are very arrogant and aggressive. And your coat now is the suit. In person, many prophets are very humble. And trust me, when there is a prophetic father that says, you, come. Wherever you are, you go, because you understand the spiritual hierarchy. Unless you are not a prophet, because you understand order. So if there is a way they can arrange this system where they can check these things and then understand, okay, let's protect this thing. Where is the country going? What are we doing? Because it's not a situation of individuals. It's a situation of the whole nation. And if we neglect the prophetic in the country, every few months, people will cry. Every few months, people will cry.
So what should we do for the prophets?
They have to be utilized. There is always, and that goes down, if they honor the fathers and they utilize them together, not for how they call it, presidential seating, then they put them there together, then they come and give speech. Then they put them on the sun to pray for one person. That one is entirely pointless. We don't want them waving Ghana flag. We are all involved, no. We want spiritual activities to be done. They are wasting the time of the fathers. They need to get them involved. They shouldn't give them contract and business. They should tell them, please, this is the country. Yes. You and the league of your prophets. Because the time that Elijah was working with Elisha, Elijah was about to be taken. There were people that were called the sons of the prophets. They all knew Elijah was about to be taken. It was a general thing that all those sons of the prophets had revelation about. They understood Elijah would be taken. But then Elisha never knew. And Elijah had not even told them, but they knew. Because now you yatro and to everybody, if you study after the prophetic thing, you will see that on the airwaves, Obia will say, plane crash, plane crash, plane crash. People are saying it. Once you see the prophets are singing the same language, just know they are saying BBC. Yes. And once you see that, you prepare yourself for. I'm not for me dream say, prophet be shen kombisa, prophets beat me yet na DNAC. They force it to happen. Yeah, they say. That's not the case. No prophet will do for something like that to happen. And one thing I don't like in the prophetic ministry is don't target somebody's name and tell them they'll die. As for nobody should do it. Tell people that this is what is coming. But prepare yourself so that won't go to, because that happening, it will happen. But many will be saved.
Know how to say it.
Exactly.
Asemi ba ye ya hu se obi so abebo membo nipa kodin lady bia ne wo Ghana ha ya chena oda afiase prison sisi yi mate so obi ka say yan release na we see worse than the yehu. I don't know whether you have anything to say about and also.
Oh, do you know that I prophesied that she'll become a woman of God? Oh yeah, it's on air. I think it's on air. Yeah, I prophesied that she'll become at that time she was a malam. She was Juju Boka or something.
Does she have a hand in the Ekosu? Because Obi have a come once. I don't know whether you've seen that video.
Yes, I've seen that video. I saw it. Someone said that, and I'm like, okay. These things are big issues we are talking about. Okay. It's not like that. And this one is a fragile situation. This thing is a very heavy. If angel of death is unlocked, there's a specific reason. Okay. Yes. Obi so say membusa say. So now the Ekosu Ghana here is seen rano. Eye nipa na shechiri ana e bronsam na nkasa na eye ana e politicians na bi e no mo shechiri ana o se won tiase o se mimbusa se eye devil na nkasa na se obe haye ana eye ya ye nuanom Ghana fo ni bi e na hye de course no na chi. Okay. With regards to that kind of situation, no, I know exactly what has happened, the secrets of what has happened, why it happened. That's the first thing. Because me born the roof from the beginning of the year before it happened. So I know why it happened. That's what I look for. As a person that is in the fourth dimension looking at time, the first thing you have to figure out is why is this thing happening? So we know exactly why it's happening and what is happening and who it was meant for. We understand the whole story from the beginning to the end. But my prophecy is in two phases. There is one for the people and there is one for the public.
For sure.
This one, I cannot tell anybody.
Sir, I like that.
Absolutely.
I like that. Now, you heard DB. Say nipa na shechira. Na say nipa na shechira. That means power na nipa no akwahia se a ede ye we no. That means ha nipa no on a devil difference be anymore because say nipa da sani a ye Ghana ni etimi wurawura emma bibi say si emma nipa wu say ya. That means I don't know what I say. I say nipa no so na ndi e ko dodo.
Yeah, but in this condition, also, it can be a situation of nipa. It can also be a situation of the devil, and it can be a lot of things involved. But then to conclude finally, say nipa das nipa it will be very, very difficult. Okay. It's a matter of very big structure. Okay. So all the money baba you have given them too much praise. So mainly in this situation, it's a very deep affair.
And you be light,
the why there is there. Wow. The why it happened. He who has a why can face anyhow. Wow.
Or say, please ask him, since the angel of death is his friend, can he please talk to him so that he will stop this? Or say, Evans and the other. Or say, Sadia, Uben, no, one in Casaboko, no, on Quay, or Busa. That's an interesting question.
God bless him.
Evans, Evans down for the question about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, so it doesn't work like that.
Evans, or say it doesn't work like that.
Because when it comes to the angel of death and its functioning, once you see it, it has its own objectives. Yeah. The angel of death only surfaces when the why is already initiated. The reason is already done. He comes to collect. It's like a tax collector. Yes. You have gone to do your business. You have handled your business. His is to just see the numbers and come and take the taxes. So when he comes, he's not a friend of anybody. He's not going to explain anything to anybody. It's your power that will determine.
The last time you came, you even explained that, Ampa. The last time you came, you said it.
You will come and collect it. And it's not respect of person.
Angel of death in the
exactly. So he's a collector. The work was done before he will come. Before you see the angel of death there, some things have gone on.
Now, what the time na otam naso. I
think my time naso. Say when I was young, I died a bit and I came back again. Yes, I went to the football pitch. It was like something was going on at my back, and I didn't know what was happening. So by afternoon time, I was far gone. No more picking me. So one of my uncles came around, and they were putting garlic in my nose, all sort of things. Hey, Jesus, hey, break. I came back. So after coming back, that was when that thing began to show itself to me. Everywhere I pass, I say, Oshemia to say, that kind of thing. So that's how he was hunting me throughout. So that's how I understood what it was. Wow.
Now people are bringing questions. So, Obisa Mimbusa say, should we still fly on the road? Ana you used to plane. Ana me and Kobe we should stay in our houses. What should we do? Or Mimbusa?
Okay. Say no one say. There's a proverb that they say, but me and yet. But I don't have it in Ghana. That's the problem. And see, I didn't say because something happens, you cannot watch it and not do your thing. I just say life still goes on, and it doesn't. You see those things, accident, but we are never involved. I was sitting down in the car with them, driving on the Spintex road. Yeah, kwana woman bikita bag bi, and nanti ya no betrim waka and ni one. I stop here. Me can say. Wo de akono a demon no wa betwem wo anim nim no hu ni say pe ye drive free akwa obe say accident see wo anim like joke by the time we got to the junction crash accident people were there then they were like hey papa. I was like yes we know what they are. Once you see just why you adwuma odwane akọ
nti a omuso muhumo.
Yes, they know you. Yes, then to who wants say because if you can see them they can see you. And obetimi ehun demon bi see. Right now, Ocean see By the time obe blinky when you done on is already hosting you. On the Spinkters Road, you remember? I told them that where are a witch or a demon or trimuno. With him. By the time we drive from here to that place, you will see accidents on the road. Yeah, an accident, they go quite no. Police are there trying to take people out of cars and everything.
Obedia ba Andrews or say per ne practical knowledge. On him say aside spiritual no, quite no swing. Or say Mimbusa said, do you believe say a quite no so count and I say you attribute to spiritual factor?
Oh, mainly no, like aircraft no. Say I use route, and we have the largest route in airline in Ghana. Yeah. And we are one of the largest actually. And in that flight, helicopters, understand one thing. Military, when it comes to military aeroplanes, helicopters, military is very disciplined. They don't play with maintenance. They don't play with fixing. They don't play with any angle or anything. If the military sees that, even BBG, they will say that, no, this plane cannot go because they are disciplined to the core. Because they have the most sophisticated instruments in the whole of the country. In every part of the world, military budget is larger than any budget in the whole planet. That's the highest budget. They have one of the highest. Because in America, they're spending trillions on military. Russia, trillions. Everywhere you go, military has the largest of operation. So in that angle, we will say that it's not just something that people will fault around and make some funny mistakes and everything. This is very deep operations in the realms.
Say a foot will be on the mind. Yeah, ye painful Ghana for. And another thing, me pese be another time you ever heard. Say, Obeka want some kakran
yeah.
A man for say, normal your tower bonting market. Any the tower kwahono. They break crack toy area the coffee.
Yes.
And also, I am pese.
Yes.
Yes, so because you see saying Yadwa, who the one who say Yadwa, but the coffee, no, maybe
before, yes.
And
I have the witchcraft chamber. There are 4 categories of demons: Akas, Exousias, Pneumatica, Ponerius, and Cosmocrotopas, which is principalities, powers, rulers of darkness, and spiritual wickedness in high places. I was speaking it in Greek. So 4 categories. The last one, which is the Akas, witchcraft. They are the witchcraft seed. The most common among all. So they are a lot. They are the ones that are in the market playing all that games and every other thing. And there are a lot of things that happen. And also, yes. Also, please ask Prophet if he has been sleeping. Because he said earlier, the death of angel told him, sleep and let me take you go. I don't know, Tino, but I don't understand though. So it's trying to say the time that I was young, was I sleeping? Okay. I wasn't able to sleep that much. Yeah. So me, I'm a nocturnal. I don't normally sleep at night at all. Like right now, we sleep in the morning, and then we wake up like 6 o'clock. Then I'm awake all the night. I never sleep at night. That's one thing.
So for now, most attacks in the big so they said yes. So I say we say omuni na mwiemu and common they don't like it. Ebasa, what do you also face?
Oh, you face a lot of attacks all the time, spiritual attacks in every angle. But the Lord is with you. Or see radio jina mechi so don't bury money. Yes.
So ya pese ya te se mo na yeso enya ni no bia ye be den na nka menya nka Ghana ha obia te se a prophet Telvin. So
right.
Na nka obia te se mo na se nka ye na ma ye nsuro biem. What should we do so we can become like you?
One important thing is to start from the very beginning. Become a born again, give your life to Christ. Then you go to the next stage, you seek spiritual growth and focus in the path of God. Once you seek spiritual growth and focus in the path of God, you will be able to sense and detect. The problem is that a spiritual person is not necessarily a good person. We attribute spiritual excellence to good people. No, people can be good and still be spiritually babies. So the fact so be a good man or ye nakumamuti doesn't mean he knows the spiritual technicalities. It is a footballer. So who be an 9-year bow-legged or ye can see or structure or bibia or who be an 9-year key say no nanti park. But football match start here. They are no bad dribble, now looking like a footballer. Yes. So it's not about what the person looks like or what you think they're doing. It is about what they do in secret that determines their spiritual capacity.
Also, Prophet, per all the conversation that I've been listening.
Exactly.
So does it mean that even what happened in Turkey that had the life of our footballer, Achu, that one too, is it normal?
It's not normal. There is nothing called natural disaster. On the face of the earth, once you have mastered time and in dimensions, you know that everything is by design. None of it is by mistake. Nothing happens by chance. There is no coincidence anywhere. That's one thing you have to understand. Even the physicist understands that there is no coincidence. That's why most scientists, anything that happens, they keep doing research inside. They want to know the why. Because there is always a why somewhere. It's just that people don't know. Then they assume, it's natural. Because they don't want to break their brain to push.
Or say, Nana, this one, they tell prophet to answer the question. Or say, some also speculate that during election, a lot of politicians also pour blood.
Okay.
And when they come, these things happen to them. True or false? Or say, Musa.
In that condition, I will entirely plead the fifth. I have no jurisdiction on that angle.
Okay.
Because whether the politicians spill blood or they don't spill blood, whether they pray or not, do pray or whatever they do, the consequences of their actions is entirely up to them. As for that one, I cannot confirm whether as to the happening is as a result of that or not.
Or say, Mimbusa say, Adena umfa a prophet. Adena unye national prayer be my now the announce now more banamra na emo bompa na the obeba be a message with the family na baby can condia or say when are you going to host us national prayer now obia baby
we'll organize national prayer no be baby we'll put it so they should follow me on my pages and then come on the platforms and then come and be a part of it. But mainly no, I always say one thing, that even if we gather as a nation on a park or in the Independence Square and speak and pray and shout, it doesn't change timeline problems. We have to understand that every problem and how they solve it. Jesus casted out the demons that the disciples were trying to cast and they couldn't cast. And he says, such goeth not but by fasting and prayer. Everything has their obey, their solving. And everything and what they are supposed to do. Some things will take physical effect, others will take prayer effect, others will take fasting, others will take certain motion, others will take other people even going to say, I beg you, forgive me. Others will take other people doing the right thing for certain right people. Others will take people going back to the ages and correcting the errors of the past. So each and everything has its own consequences and has its own solution. So you have to find the right course of action, the probable course of action.
Osenana, I wish this man is always on the show. I love listening to him.
It is a blessing.
I will say, Nana, ask him, is he good with dream interpretation? If yes, find a day and let's do dream too.
Yes. Once you're a prophet, a master of time, obviously, dream interpretation is the first thing you have to master.
Okay.
Once you know that, and the way we interpret dream, it's not like what you see on the online and stuff. There's one thing I always want to say. Everywhere I go, I want to say it there. Anybody that is selling dream book, those people that talk about it means this. It means this. It's not real. And not real. All those dream books are fake. It's entirely not real. Okay. Each and every dream is an illusion of communication. It's either God is talking to you. In Job, the Bible made it very, very clear about dreams. It's either God is talking to you or there is a demonic revelation coming to you. It's one way or the other. The interpretation is entirely up to you. I may see the sea. It doesn't mean people. It may mean something different. So the dream has to be interpreted in its fullest so that you can find the codes in the dream. Like how Joseph interpreted dreams. And they call them Zaphanat Pania.
But the questions keep coming.
Right.
Or Nana, please ask prophet. Is this warning going to only politicians or even we the ordinary Ghanaians too? We have to be careful about what is going on.
Yes, the ordinary Ghanaians has to be careful. Today was a helicopter crash.
Yes.
But there's a lot of accidents every day.
Even yesterday, no car be any accident, manipa be 10 kurawi.
So always there's accidents. And you want to protect, prepare spiritually, so that funny things do not happen to you. Exactly. So that you will live to fulfill your time.
Or say, how do we protect ourselves? Must we call our prophet every minute to tell them what we are doing, what we are eating, what we are drinking? What should we do?
It doesn't take like everyday thing that you have to do. It takes a stretch. If you sit in front of me and you are going to die next week, I'll stop whatever I'm doing and tell you, brother, whatever future you're looking for does not exist. You will die on Monday. So let's solve that one first. If we are done, then you come back, then we continue with your future. Because if you are dead, there is no future. So once you come to the prophet, he'll be able to map your future for you and show you what to do. That is why prophets are needed. And that is how people work with the prophetic angle. Yes.
Nana, please tell him that he should have a branch in Accra. His place is far, so that we all can join. Osimin Kancho say,
Oyibi is Accra. It's just 30 minutes drive.
We need Accra,
I want Central.
Central. We want to come to your church. Please, your location, your number, and the days you are there.
Okay. Oyibi Prayer Camp Junction, Numu Antie Street. And if you go on Google Map, you just search Prophetic Life Embassy. Okay. Prophetic Life Embassy. Automatically you will see the Google Map and you click on it. Oyibi. The location is Oyibi Prayer Camp Junction. Okay. Once you click on it, the map will bring you, or you pick car to Oyibi and then you ask for Prayer Camp Junction and you come there. And that's the way forward. And the phone numbers as well.
Yeah, the number number 2. But Tebeni said, wow, I'm really enjoying this conversation. What days do you host this man of God? But your Otaba 2 weeks. Thursdays or no Thursdays no nyaho. Into where our band next week be an tenica. This will be the following week. Until I say Oba dreams in here na dreams no be brilliant here. Obi crowd in the dream of Basim Busa, but told the Nanon and Sana Yako. Nancy Brew appear or USA. Or Sim Busa said, what does it mean to be having babies in your dreams?
Exactly. Such a dream like this that the person is saying, what does it mean to be having babies in your dreams? It cannot
Nancy,
be interpreted.
Nancy Chiremuye, Utsunda Nawawo, and Nancy and Kwalawo, which one?
It cannot be. And there's a book Mudayano, the one that they write, oh, if you see babies, it means this. It doesn't mean that. You can see babies in your dream and die the next morning. It means you're about to die. So it depends on what you are seeing. Yes. Then when you are interpreting your dream to me, I'll see your dream too. Now soon, Diana, but I'll be able to explain some of the dream to you.
So we can over catch up to na yɛmfa numbers into ja yɛnto yɛbɔ mobile numbers no mo pa na ma yɛhu events a ɛwɔ anim a ɛba programs a ɛba nyina.
Okay, so yeah, we're all night for Friday. Okay. It starts from 9 p.m. to 4 a.m. Okay. All night on Friday. That will be tomorrow. Okay. Yes, tomorrow Friday, all night exactly, and prophetic all night. And we start at 9 p.m. and then we end at 5 a.m. in the morning, and every Friday, but this Friday is prophetic all night, so that is how it goes, and that's the way forward. And then our phone numbers are 026 22 36 360 026 22 36 360. And then we have 0256 290 320.
Again
0256 290 320.
026 22 36 360 026 22 36 360 and 025 62 90 320 0256 290320. The Absolutely. Same number now. No. Nancy said, "Also, Diana, she was giving birth." Sana or the other.
So there are so many conditions that has to apply to it. They have to explain the whole dream. Okay. Dream interpretation is deeper than we assume. Else you have to understand. If an was in your hometown, was in America, was it in Ghana, where was it? Is it in a bush? Which hospital was it? Who was delivering you? What was there? Sometimes it may even be a revelation of the color of the room. That may be the main catalyst you're looking for. So you have to first find the thing that interprets the dream. It's always a key.
Thank you so much, Papa.
Absolutely.
Your last words to everyone listening.
All right. So in this condition, what I'll say finally is that we prepare. In Matthew chapter 24, verse 3 there, the Bible made it clearly about the coming of the Lord and the end of the times. That's the season that we are in. We will always hear of wars and rumors of wars, natural disasters and all these things. And that is a preparation that tells us that we are getting closer to the pathway. And then this is the chance where you draw closer to your God. Because as our Black Sheriff said, enyo bia na be catch one kasa obe so afre wunyami. We're in a season where no one has to explain to you that there is God, and you have to get closer to him. And I believe that if you decide to walk with him diligently, he will be able to stay with you as the Lord lives. May the Lord bless you, and may the Lord keep you all. I love you all.
We love you too, man of God. Abisia ahana nkomono yedi besi. Yedi nkomono de chi aye nwida. It's so beautiful whenever we have him here. He makes it interesting listening to him, but eye o debro so a ade bi abro so anyanti. Keep today's own here. Nyame yadoma obesamba mrepam, then we continue. Until